First opened in 2006. We're at beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. A good matchup here for you tonight between the American League's Houston Astros and the St. Louis Cardinals. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Stepping into the box, Jose Altuve. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Altuve.
Hit on the ground to third. Taken in by Carpenter. And there's one gone to begin the evening. Next up for the Stros, George Springer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, Dexter Fowler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him.
Dexter Fowler.
High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. One out, nobody on. And he takes strike 2. Hit back up the middle. Altuve has it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Matt Carpenter. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Offered and missed. Here's the throw. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Josh Reddick. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. 2-1. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
There to take it in is Carpenter for the first out. Into the box, Yuli Gurriel. Strike one to start the at-bat.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. No score here as we play inning number two. Hit on the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Evan Gattis now standing in. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Man at first after the 2-out walk. Gattis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And another throw over, and the runner back. Runner's going. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Set to lead off the home half of the second. Here comes the first pitch. High pop-up. Gurriel is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Jose Martinez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Stepping in, Paul DeYoung. Will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Popped him up. Gurriel is there, and they go down in a hurry. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the third. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So coming to the plate, Alex Bregman. High pop-up. Martinez shading to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. Now to the plate is the Astros pitcher, Lance McCullers. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Grounded to short. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Altuve is there. 1 down. Coming to the plate now, Carson Kelly. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. In the air now, out to left. Gonzalez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, number 39, ready to get his day at the plate started right here. High in the air down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Catch made out there by Wong, and that's your first out. Ready for another chance? George Springer. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. The 1-0. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. From the stretch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And again a throw. Runner back safely. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Taking off is Springer. Soft liner to the right side. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Striding in once again, Josh Reddick, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way in front of a great slider that time.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. And not in time as the run scores. And now they'll at least get an out at third here as he's tagged out, but 2 runs are already in to score. Evan Gattis now standing in, reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
But he won't have to worry about a throw. Ball 4. First and second now with 2 away. Now at the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
The 1-1. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he misses again, 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
This one's flared off to the right side. Coming on is Fowler. He's not going to get it. And the 2-out rally continues. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. He's ready. Now the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach. But if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Count even now at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Astros pitcher.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team.
And the third baseman makes the play. Coming to the plate now, Dexter Fowler. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes absolutely battling for your life right now.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Dexter Fowler is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Tapped down the line. Bregman fields it cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Into the box now, Matt Carpenter looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And they got him. Here comes the first pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play. In fact, so the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jose Altuve, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Swung on and missed for the first strike. 0-1, here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Center fielder.
Digging in once again, George Springer. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Matt Bowman takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Now the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the move is Ozuna. 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
John Reddick.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. There goes the runner. Grounded back up the middle. And not in time as the run scores. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. The 0-1 pitch. Runner going a second time. Pitch inside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. The 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Ready once again, Evan Gattis. Couple of walks for him thus far. Check swing, appeal to first, and umpire Matthew Ross says he went around for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. A little too, a swing and a miss. Here's Marcell Ozuna, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Under it is Altuve, and he's got it for the first down. Digging in to try it again, Jose Martinez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Popped him up. Gurriel in foul ground makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Striding in once again, Paul DeYoung comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
To 1-2 now. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. And a A check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Digging in once again, Lance McCullers. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Bouncer up the middle. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Colton Wong.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
The batter.
Ready for another chance, Carson Kelly. First offering on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, man, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
On the fists and a jam shot to the right side. And there's out number 2. Next to bat for St. Louis, Matt Bowman is getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Greg Garcia will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And is the final. Brett Cecil is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 27, Brett Cecil.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Shot towards first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready once again, George Springer. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Bounced weakly near the plate. Foul ball, strike 2.
It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. He's set and the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Correa breaking for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. The 1-0 home. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Runner goes for third. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And the stolen base winds up as a... So the batting order turns over now and set to go Dexter Fowler. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Ready for another shot now. Tommy Pham. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. A pitch out. The throw. And he is in there. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
A 3-0. Taken, strike one, outside corner.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Full count now, 3-2. Now a move over to first, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And again a throw, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Fowler gets his lead at first, nobody out. He's on the move again from first. And he won't have to contend with a throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. And there's one down now. Here's Marcelo Zuna. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gonzalez moves over, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Martinez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. On the ground to the left side. Bregman gloves it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is. Striding in, Yuli Gurriel. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slow bouncer to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Evan Gattis now standing in. Past history with Brett Cecil. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
The 1-2. This is flared out towards second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marwin Gonzalez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball's in for a strike. There's a strike. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coming on is Fowler. And that retires the side. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far on this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Colton Wong will stand in. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. Takes a knee-high fastball. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Digging in, Carson Kelly. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's running. It swung on and missed the throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. Popped him up. Gurriel has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Brett Cecil. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Francisco Pena will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Francisco Pena.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Dexter Fowler. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. And he runs that one high and tight for ball 1. Pham with an even 1-1 count now.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. Gonzalez ranging back at the track, the wall. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Here's Matt Carpenter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Liner in there for a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps things alive for Marcell Ozuna. Here's Marcell Ozuna, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far.
Marcell Ozuna. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 41, Brad Peacock.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat.
And we'll have to leave it there. Greg Holland will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Greg Holland.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Skied into very shallow right. Fowler has a read on it. 1 out. So here now is the pitcher, Brad Peacock. He's set. Here it comes. Hit in the air to center field. Wong waits on it. 2 gone. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch of the at-bat. Chopped weakly to the left. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Striding in for Houston, George Springer. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time as he steals. Second. The 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of his zone.
The count now at 2-1. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Now the 3-2 pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. A throw to the plate, and he is out at the plate. Now at the plate, Jose Martinez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
First baseman, Jose Martinez.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Way out in front.
0-2.
Ready with another 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Astros, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 26 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium. A sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.